you all met the Windjammer. Remember, he like you went into this place called Kletar, which was, and you all got like lost in this like department store, like swamp, or like pool. Like you all started like sinking into chaos, and this guy on a horse showed up with like a giant rigged like fishing rod. Anyone remember this?
Yeah. And then we were supposed to get
horse
caught on
showed up with like a.
He was helping us.
Yeah.
We are streaming now successfully.
Nice.
You all thought I couldn't do it, but then I did.
What platforms are we streaming?
I am aghast.
I am agog.
I am agog at your streaming capabilities.
Just
agog and aghast.
Just on YouTube.
So yeah, you met the Windjammer. He brought you back to his house. I don't know if you're looking at the Roll20 map, but if you zoom out, you should see everything you've explored so far in Brand Zone 16A. I know that sometimes when I drop you into a new map, it appears as darkness. And you went there, and he gave you a lot of information about what Brand Zone 16A was, and you learned that he was a former Tough Guy Mountain executive who got he was like a SecOps executive who became infected by Vire, and he ended up like voluntarily coming here to live out his life in exile and also keep the other infected brands that were sent here from escaping. And then he started scanning you to see if any of you were infected brands. And then there was you all slowly started realizing that as soon as he got to Curse, that he would, arrest her or something.
Yeah.
And then Colossal and Klossa showed up. And that caused a momentary distraction, of which you used to escape. I'll go a little bit more into detail that as we start the adventure, but does anyone have questions about the sort of like broader context that you're currently in? I want everyone to feel really, connected to their characters' plights rather than, just lost in the brandscape, even though your characters are lost in the brandscape and that is their plight.
We went in a hot tub.
No, that hasn't happened yet.
Oh, okay.
So when this was after we were in Americopia, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're trying to get back to your coffee shop jobs.
Okay.
You got sent here through the last time you were in Americanatopia, you accidentally overheard a meeting of like a kind of mid-tier executive named Brett Articuno, and she figured out you guys were eavesdropping, and then you fought, I believe, Schmidt cast was it Schmidt who made fun of her nails? Mm-hmm. and then cast a spell or someone else.
What was the name of the executive again?
Brett Articuno.
I made it so she her nails looked like they were country and not city.
Right. Because and it really worked. It really derailed her attempts, and you all managed to escape. You escaped by going back to your cubicle, but from there you answered an email sent by her that just said, I think it just said truce ? And I asked you if you opened it. Some of you were suspicious, but the party decided to open it, and that email opened up a portal that sucked you into this remote region of the brandscape where you are now. Since then, you've learned that it's called Brand Zone 16A, and it's some sort of quarantined off section where they banish infected brands. Since you've been here, you've met a lot of infected sentient brands. So you met Colossal, and you played wall ball. Cat played wall ball against him, and you all tried to manipulate the wall ball game. But then when things were not looking good, you gave up and tried to manipulate him with a sexy virus named Klossa, who Curse designed to become a like female appealing version of Colossal. I don't remember the specifics of that virus, but she'll probably come back into play. You just saw her again. And then you went off to Kletar, which was like a giant department store, and that's when all that happened. Yeah, sorry. Ask any more questions about broader context. I forgot that I was answering a question and not just recapping everything.
How did you come up with why are all the names sort of similar?
I didn't make up Klossa. That was Esther.
That was me, right?
So just Kletar and Colossal.
And then I was riffing on that, I guess.
You've met more characters than that. You met Colossal. You met Mr. S, but you all called him Noam Chomsky, and he didn't like that joke at all. So
I was brain dead.
And you met the Windjammer. Yeah, Kletar does sort of sound like Colossal. And you met someone named Archie. He was like serving. He like set up a barbecue at the wall ball match. And then you met the Freezer Queen and her two daughters named Ola and Ruth. So, Jonathan, are you maintaining the criticism that the names of the characters are too similar, or have I, proved that I'm capable of coming up with a variety of names for non-player characters?
No, it wasn't a criticism. I was just wondering if that was part of
an authorial choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's allowed though. I hope if I ever name too many characters too similarly that you guys do call me out.
I think those names are pretty similar to each other.
Yeah.
Take that stance.
Yeah.
The new
Why do all your names start with Z?
It's a choice. It's a creative choice.
Creative is one word for it.
It's a creative choice. There's a couple things that I wanted to do with this adventure for fun, because we are like kind of going back in time and playing a section between two adventures, like kind of like we do in Microscope, I guess. I wanted to have like kind of a semi like a consciousness time travel mechanic for this adventure only, where like you purposefully took your interns, like you as members of the board of directors took your interns like forward in time to do that Hanukkah adventure that we did over two things. But now your interns have all woken up with the memories and knowledge of their escape. It's like pretty much like you dreamed everything that happened. But for whatever reason, you all know this now as you find yourself back standing in the Freezer Queen's palace, that you are responsible for connecting your current reality to your future reality. And you know that that's the only way that you manage, like your memory starts with you escaping. Because if you remember the way we started the last adventure, you were like running through the brandscape, getting out of brand zone 16A. But I'm going to try to make it so that you can't take any actions or do anything that will result in like an inconsistency in the timeline, meaning that like, so for example, Milady Green Vapors and Sexy Selfie Succubus were used in the Hanukkah adventure. So like if something happened where you lost, like that they weren't with you, the timeline wouldn't make sense and you aren't going to escape, or something different is going to happen. So like I want your characters to feel bound to making sure that everything is consistent, and I'll let you know if something's happening that is threatening that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So yeah, or like you can't like
Kill each other.
yeah, you can't lose any limbs because all of you had all your limbs. None of you can change your hairstyles because you all had the same hairstyles.
Can I change my underwear?
No.
Yes, because there was nothing that happened in
my underwear.
Yeah, like though I don't think anyone wants you to change your underwear. Does anyone remember what intern Johnny's underwear looks like? Johnny, do you
Did we
remember
roll
what your
for underwear?
Yes, I did.
Did we roll for it?
Yeah.
So we know exactly what his underwear looks like.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was like revealed to each other. Like it could have still been private, but intern Johnny's underwear is by far the most embarrassing.
It's just rags, isn't it?
No, it's way worse.
Oh, really?
Isn't it like Superman or something? Isn't
No.
it like a...
No.
Is it an adult diaper?
No, that's closer, I guess, in that on the embarrassment level.
Is it like frilly pantaloons?
No, but one of you has frilly pantaloons. I think Curse has frilly pantaloons.
White with the red hearts, like a cartoon character, which is
I think
Aladdin.
everyone rolled very badly on their underwear checks. I think
I was
Cashew,
okay. Yeah.
Cashew rolled okay, so you got like a supportive bra and some like I think you ended up rolling separately for the panties and the bra, and then I let you choose which got which score, and you went like you gave the slightly higher score to the bra, and so your panties are a little bit more like ragged or just like worn, but everyone else is worse than that.
I don't know one person that's
Jonathan got a
quality.
1, like rolled a natural 1 on his underwear.
Oh no.
What?
Is it a sock? Is it a sock?
Yeah. It's more than a sock. It's less and more than a sock. Jonathan, do
A
you want to
sock
describe
tied
your
on
underwear?
with a string.
It used to be a thong.
I don't remember more than it being a sock. I just shared, or I was trying. I don't know why this image isn't sending, but I tried to send a picture of the Red Hot Chili Peppers picture of them wearing socks on their dicks. That's all I remember.
It's not saying.
But I remember it being worse than that. So yeah.
It's a sock puppet, and it's like it's like sort of a disturbing looking sock puppet, like the kind of thing like if this sock puppet was sitting on your friend's shelf, you'd be like, oh, that's cute, you have a sock puppet. But if you like looked at it for too long, you'd start to become worried it was haunted, or like it just like has a disturbing face. It kind of looks like a Salad Fingers character or something. And it doesn't have a string. It's just a sock that like fits really well around the balls and the shaft, and keeps its own it doesn't fall off too easily. Like the goods are secure, but it doesn't cover anything except for the balls and the shaft.
Is it tailored? Like, when you're tailoring a dress, you have like little like indents so that like it fits different proportions properly. Like, Kat, you must know what I'm talking about. When you have a corset and there's like little paneling, is there paneling on it so it fits everything perfectly?
We should role play the time that intern Johnny goes to the tailor with his sock puppet to get it made to fit perfectly. I'm going to say no because he rolled a 1. It's just got to be kind of a crappy, scary dick sock puppet. I think I have some images saved somewhere of like creepy sock. Because I was gonna make a video of your underwear scene, and I was like looking up images of what it would be like. Anyways, I'm glad we've relived this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the important part of the game. Oh, did anyone make their character sheet?
I did. I didn't finish. I didn't do the identity part.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough because we haven't done anything like that in the game. I kind of forgot that we hadn't done anything like that. Kat and Jonathan and I had talked about it when we were like building an app for this, but eventually, like, I mean, there's a section on it in the player's handbook that explains it as it is. It's definitely just like a character. Like, it doesn't affect gameplay. It more provides like it does affect role play though. Like your intern is going to have like an ideology that they're going to pursue as they advance through the company. And that identity, you pretty much just pick 4 ideologies. I made a list. Maybe I'll but it's just like a list of different like isms and ists. It's not like a important creative list or anything like that yet. But it will like pretty much you put on 4 of them, and then you like draw a shape between them on the graph that like loosely explains what your identity is. But it's just for role play. It's kind of like a slightly more silly version of like alignment in D&D. So rather than being like chaotic good, you're one sec. I'm gonna bring the document this brand. Sorry, one sec.
I'll be right back.
You know, you could be like protectionist, egoist, satirical, and fascist, or you could put in a descriptive one in there, like you could be a queer separatist, a horizontal formalist, an anti-humanist, and a soft.
So we can just like make up anything, or does it have to be from a list? Okay.
No, you can make up anything. I started making a list eventually to make like a random table that could generate, but yeah, you could put anything on that. But like role play wise, it's supposed to be like, you know, the idea is that you're like a member of a board of directors controlling one intern. So it's like the agenda that you want your intern to influence the company with.
Okay.
But you can make it like serious, or you can make it not even make sense.
Okay.
But yeah, that doesn't affect like us playing the game right now, but it's like a mechanic I'm trying, or not like a part of the game I'd like to introduce. Yeah, anything else about filling out the character sheet that didn't work or make sense?
What's the distributary bonus?
That should be on the so like the distributaries is just the word for each of the individual streams. So if you like, you have a, like Jonathan, you have a +4 in code and a +1 in something else.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be your distributary bonus would be like the +4 or the +2 or whatever. Yeah. Like whatever bonus you have in each stream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, what do we put for the board member one above intern name?
Oh, that's you.
Just like my name, our real name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. And then yeah, I couldn't put anything in M intern. But
that's just a drawing of your face.
Yeah, I know.
A drawing of what you're
or like a description of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise I didn't have a problem.
Cool. Also, like, yeah, like Jonathan, about that question about distributary, like I'm like playing around with like what to name things, but I might I'm going to try to simplify things at some point. Like if coming up with different names for different things is not helpful, like I won't get it. I was having a hard time with everything being called stream, so I was like looking up how people describe rivers, and distributaries are like the little like things that go off of the main river. So it's like with the 6 streams, it's like a river with 6 distributaries going off of it. That's like the why I chose that word.
Quick question. Like, are we all in security clearance level 5 right now? Like, that was the last thing I had on my thing, but I wasn't sure if I had updated that and everybody else had like upgraded from that.
Oh, I have 4 still, but maybe I forgot to update.
Let's say everyone's at 5. And the only way you get above 5 is when you escape Americanotopia.
Okay.
And then you become an intern associate. Is that exciting for you?
Do we get more stuff from that?
Not like specifically from that. It's just like a change in title. Are you asking like if you get a pay bump?
Well, if we just get like treats or something, or like cool items.
Promotional DIY gift shop stuff.
You get a bonus to your 6S, and you get 5 more points of battery power. That's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So is our new procedure bonus? Sorry, that's our new procedure bonus. Is that 5 or D? Or no, that's D6.
Yeah. So when you make a new procedure, when you're like creating a new procedure, you roll a D6 to determine what its initial bonus is. Okay. And then that's like what you record. So like if when you made sexy selfie succubus, you would have like rolled, well, at the time it would have been a D4, and you would have had like sexy selfie succubus would be a +4. And then every time you cast it, you roll it with that, you roll a D20, but with that bonus. So like you roll a 15, and then you add the bonus of the spell that you're already using. So like this casting of sexy selfie succubus will be a 19 kind of thing.
Okay.
Do you get to re-roll spells at any time? Like, if I write a spell at a lower level and I think it's really good, can I rewrite it at a higher?
Yeah, definitely.
Super.
Yeah. But until you do that, you're trapped with a smaller bonus. So it is encouraging you to like discard and update spells, even if it's the same one.
There should be more of a battery cost to do that.
Well, there's the battery cost of any spell is based off of its bonus. So the bigger the bonus, the more the battery cost. I think I mean I have it written somewhere in there, but it's like I think a spell costs a quarter of the bonus it gets on the roll. So if you got if you had a 20, like it would cost 4. I can't remember. I think it's a quarter, but I'd have to look again. I'll look right now. No, I won't. I don't know where it is. Anyways, let's start playing in a second. You showed up with the Freezer Queen. She wants. At first, things were looking ominous. But it looks like she wants to help you in exchange for saving her virgin daughters. I don't actually know if they're virgins. I don't know if.
Why do daughters always have to be virgins?
Yeah. The only way you can have sex is if you kill your parents first. Sorry if anyone out there has actually killed their parents. That was offensive of me.
Is that like, is there a special name for people who killed their parents that's not orphan?
Patricide.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or what I guess then
Patriciders.
Patricidal orphans maybe is what you could how you could designate them.
Independent.
Nice.
Assertive.
The other thing that I'm gonna kind of retcon in here that I didn't say at the time because Esther wasn't here, so no one would have perceived this. But while Colossal and Klossa were in conflict with the Windjammer, Klossa like did something to Curse that momentarily rendered Curse unconscious. the reason I can remember Curse is unconscious is because back at the Freezer Queen, I'm gonna put you there now. As everyone can see, Curse is lying on her side.
Is this actually where...
That's like the only clue I gave myself that something happened. I didn't change that around. Okay, it's canon.
Why am I up there by the queen? Is this where we are right now, or are we outside?
No, this is where you are right now. I did want to, I want to put you back in Brand Zone 16 Ages for a second before we start playing, just for one last like recap of everything. If you zoom out as much as you can so you can see the full map.
Oh, there's like there's a funny bot that's commenting on our video over and over again. Jerk off,
yeah.
Wet girls are here.
Oh, nice.
Maybe
where's which video?
Oh, it's just on YouTube. We're just streaming to YouTube right now.
Oh wow, I need to check this out.
Yeah, it says jerk off ADV. What does ADV mean? It's like jerk off adventure. Wet girls are here.
Maybe he's talking about the daughters. So,
yeah,
maybe
true.
they're wet, they're cold or something because they're in the ice. That's what we have to save them from.
Well, I'll just welcome them to the chat. Who wants to make a coffee for nakedhd.xyz?
Intern nakedhd.xyz.
I'll make a coffee for him. What kind of coffee you want? Jerk off wet girls. Their name's
Intern
kinda
jerk off
long.
adventure. Yeah, do we want to call them Intern Naked HD or do we want to call them Intern Jerk Off Adventure?
I accidentally did intern jerk off wet girls.
Just some.
I'll give them the option. Intern jerk off wet.
I forgot the
girls
adventure. I forgot
or
the adventure.
Intern off adventure.
I guess they can't talk except in emojis.
Emojis, yes.
So I will have to interpret their emojis.
Yeah. Yeah, what would you do if a customer came into the coffee shop and just kept sticking out their tongue? You know, just get them a regular coffee, maybe.
And like a water droplets as well. They're just like squirting, I guess.
Yeah, or drooling.
Sorry, Ian, I interrupted you right in the middle of explaining something.
No, that was really important, Jonathan. I'm glad you did. Also, I'm very self-conscious because of the last video I watched of us doing this stream. There was a couple times where I ignored you because I was distracted in something, and you sat there patiently being like, "He'll get to me," and then I just don't. I just don't get back to you, and I can see you sitting there like, "Should I bring it up again?" My question was important, so I'm gonna try to be extra attentive. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I don't remember what I was talking about though.
One thing I'd like to add about the Ice Queen is that Shmi and the Freezer Ice Queen have like an ice portal where we can chat.
Whoa, cool.
I have this in my notes. It's canon.
Yeah, I remember. I vaguely remember something.
Yeah.
Can you explain that again?
Me and the Ice Queen have some sort of like ice chat device that I can communicate with her.
What does your notes actually say? Like, does it just mean you like talk to her on iDialogues or something?
It says Shmi and Freezer Ice Queen have an ice portal so they can chat, aka iDialogue.
Okay, so you can communicate with them on your phone.
Okay.
Looking at the bigger map here, zoom out so you can see the whole map, not just the Freezer Queen place. Just to give everyone their bearings, because we'll probably be moving around this map quite a bit. If you can see that like big kind of warehouse on its side in the bottom left corner of the map. That is Kletar. That is where you almost died. Don't go in there again unless you have a really good reason. That windmill at the top is the Windjammer's house.
He wants to arrest me.
Yeah, he got distracted. He actually didn't get to scan you, Curse, so he doesn't
He
know
still
you're infected.
doesn't know.
But like things were getting suspicious, and he's definitely it's on his to-do list is to find the all those purple lines are like the security field keeping everything in place. They look like streaks of mercury shooting through the sky in big like arcs. Like kind of imagine this whole thing like a tent frame of
I'm just
poles.
gonna go put on a sweater. Sorry.
Yeah. But there's not poles. There's just like shooting bits of mercury going into pole ends at the end of each of those spots. Does that make sense?
But is there any? There's no fabric to the tent, is there?
No. Yeah. Just the like skeleton of it, but even the skeleton is just like more like shooting streams of liquid. But you have like Curse had a really hard time moving between like being near those things. There's these puddles around, which I don't think you've actually walked by. The like red bar close to the middle is the wall that I think Jonathan built for Cashew to play wall ball against Colossal. Yeah, I think that's. Anyone have any questions about the map?
Wait, what's the D again?
That's Colossal. And there's a little virus next to him, and that's Klossa.
Little Klossa.
For some reason, I picture Klossa just looking like Elvira or something.
What are the splattered black paint things?
You haven't come across them yet.
Okay, they're a surprise.
Yeah, or like you've like walked in their vicinity enough, like you've seen them. They are like pools of goo, but you haven't gone up and looked in them.
Okay.
And then over where you are is the Freezer Queen's Palace, which I'm going to drop us back in now. And we're going to start from there.
Don't you have to pee yet?
No, not yet. Don't tempt me though. I will grab another beer before we play, but I'm not gonna pee while I do it, okay?
Fill her up.
If I take like suspiciously long getting my beer, I'm probably doing something else. That isn't peeing.
Wait, we have to pee then. Oh wait, we don't have to because he's not peeing.
No, he's not peeing.
What do we do?
We fill up our tanks too. We could drink some water.
I can
or
do that.
Coffees. Do you want to?
Coffees.
Let's each make each other coffee. I'll make coffee for you, Schmidt.
Thank you.
Wait, sorry, Schmidt or you're Schmidt now, right? Not Schmidt.
No, I go back. I'm still Shmee.
Okay, Schmidt. Sorry.
You were Schmidt. You're now Schmee.
Yeah.
There you go. It's now you have to make a coffee for the next person.
Well, what's my coffee like first?
It's okay. It's it tastes like a machine made it, like a Nescafe machine or a Keurig.
Okay,
I made
it
a
sounds
pretty
terrible.
good coffee that you also could have drank, but sorry.
Oh yeah,
An
can I drink
18.
yours?
You're just gonna drink both coffees?
Yeah. What's yours? What's yours like? Why is it so good?
I just like spent a lot of time on it.
Thank you.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of effort.
I'm gonna pour Johnny's into yours.
There you go.
Oh no.
I'm gonna make a flat white caramel macchiato with half and some cinnamon on top.
That's good.
New wave style.
I thought you changed it from macchiato to macchiata. Like it's like no, it's the feminine version.
Yeah,
It's
it
the
has a bow
feminist
on
version.
top.
Yeah, Jonathan, I don't remember why you're standing in front of the freezer queen. Like, but you're there.
Do we know what we have to do for her?
Yeah, let's start from there. Let's just start with like the discussion of the plan of your escape. I'm going.
Wait, do we just like we're just like what we were just in the Hanukkah adventure, and then we just wake up and we're back here?
Yeah. And it's clear to you instinctively for some reason that
That's the future.
Yeah, and that you need to get to that future. That's your guaranteed way of escape. As long as you don't mess that up, you know that you'll get out. But you don't really know anything else. Like you don't know what's going to happen or like how long in the future that you don't know if like that happens in 2 years or in 2 hours.
Well, I'm fine. That just means we're going to escape eventually. So like I don't have to do anything. This is great. I'll just let the winds take me. Let what may be will be.
Wow. Put like fatalist on your identity part of your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
I too wonder if God has a plan for us all.
I too wonder if Stan has a plan for us all. That's my God. The
Thanks.
great Stan in the sky.
Aw.
So Freezer Queen describes her plan. She wants you to create an IP trove that is just digitally large enough to contain her daughters as IP. She says it has to be as small as possible to avoid detection when you leave Brand Zone 16A and when you arrive back at the TGM HQ. If it's any like if it's too large, like the security system will detect it both as you exit and theoretically when you entered. So like this is a very you can't just like take a whole bunch of stuff out of here. Like nothing is supposed to leave this place, so it's gonna have to be subtle. She's going to create a distraction. She says that it will she's going to send you the coordinates of where you can escape through that freezer portal to intern Shmee, and she's going to send them to you at sunrise of the next day, and then she's going to do something to distract the Windjammer so that you're able to sneak out. She warns you that some of the other viruses, or the infected brands, I should say, might get wind of your plan and might try to stop you or use you to escape or make deals with you. She basically says she's doing this for her daughters. She doesn't, but she will not help create, she still cares about the Windjammer. They're friends. This is already enough of a betrayal of him for her. If you guys cause some sort of mass jailbreak and all the infected brands get out, she'll come after you, even if it's at the expense of her daughters.
I'm the only infected brand allowed to escape, I guess.
Yeah.
Is he like Luke and she's like Lorelai from Gilmore Girls?
That's a good question, Maya. I'm not one I can answer though.
Okay.
I don't know enough about Luke and Lorelai.
What if he's more like the dad, the rich dad? I forget his name.
Oh, I love him. Emily and
Wait, and from what?
From Gilmore Girls.
From Gilmore Girls.
Grandpa.
The grandpa. Yeah, Emily and the grandpa.
I remember that.
Richard.
Yeah.
And they're dramatic theater actors.
Yeah,
not the characters, but the actual act. They're very good to the point where they stand out in the show as kind of being too good.
Is that what they're like? The Windjammer and the Frost Queen?
They stand out as being too good.
Maybe like in another time. I think you also found out that Freezer Queen used to be a TGM executive as well.
Oh,
But I don't
what?
think you found out. I think you only I don't think you know more than that, or you hadn't asked. She also says when you're escaping, send holograms of yourself to where you see like the battle happening, just so the Windjammer does not think that you're escaping.
This is very detailed.
It's a paltry measure, but it might buy you the time you need.
Do we leave with your daughters now?
My
I
daughters.
think we have to wait until sunrise.
So do we just hang out here till sunrise?
Do we create the IP or is it being created?
I need you to create the IP trove now, and I need you to take my daughters now, and I need you to leave here so that the Windjammer does not soon. The Windjammer, I sent Colossal to the Windjammer.
That was
To
you?
distract him. Colossal is not a friend of mine. I tricked him into going there. That distraction will end soon, and I need you to be far away from my palace at the time the Windjammer begins to look for you. You're going to have to stay hidden till then, but it can't be here. That's up to you.
Well, I know I mean, we're going to do this, no problem, because we escape here. So obviously this plan's going to work perfectly. I have a skill, I have a spell called compression, so we can use compression to make the IP container even smaller. So obviously that's how we figure it out somehow using that. I don't know how to make an IP container myself. Maybe someone else can do that.
Cash, you
I
can.
can do that. I can do that. Look, I have a button. Look, this button that says create IP.
Oh, Cashew, I got your whisper.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Wait, I didn't see a whisper.
I have to
I
whisper
guess it's a
directly
whisper.
to you.
Wait, Jonathan, you also saw it?
I think she sent me a different whisper.
Oh.
Yeah. I actually sent him a yell.
A whisper yell?
Yeah.
Yeah, there needs to be a more passive aggressive whisper function. Like when you really hiss in someone's ear because you're restraining yourself.
Well, you need to say, "You're making a fool of yourself."
Yeah, exactly.
So should I compress them before they go into the IP container or after? Because if I compress them before, then they'll be tiny daughters, and it'll be just tiny daughters in a tiny IP container. Maybe that'll be the smallest thing.
Freezer Queen says, create the trove for them and then compress it.
Excellent.
I will not have my daughters harmed.
That's a good compression.
So that's just a trove.
Oh, okay, that's a good trove.
It is a good
What's the
trove.
trove look like?
Yeah, what does the trove look like, Ian?
I've never thought about what IP looks like on a visual level. I don't know if they're I'm just picturing, I guess, that something is happening on Cashew's phone, and the
cool
two
lock symbol.
The two daughters walk up to it. They look back at their mothers, and Ola says, "Are you sure about this, Mother?" And Freezer Queen says, "I've never been more sure of anything in my life. I love you with all my heart.
Aww.
Good luck."
Aww. Hope you lose your virginity soon. Go out into the world.
Yeah,
and
she just
explore.
Yeah, she doesn't want her daughters to lose their virginity to infected sentient brands. So,
So
she needs to get them out of here.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. And they dissolve into information inside Cashew's phone. You want to? Now Jonathan's gonna compress.
Yeah, I also have a button for that.
You guys have been busy making buttons.
No, that's what this button does.
Great button.
I want to see if I wrote it down.
We're gonna call this episode "Intern Jerk Off Wet Girls."
Have they responded?
Adventure.
No, they're definitely not programmed to respond. They just give us a
They
really
just
cool
give us some
porn site we can visit.
emojis. Yeah.
I'll ask that none of you, well, I guess it's up to you, but you can go check out naked-hd.xyz after or you can do it at the same time, but
just don't get distracted.
Oh, hello, Kaplumki. Yeah. I don't want to tell you what to do, but if it's like obvious that that naked-hd.xyz is ruining your focus as role players, I'll be disappointed.
Aw. Don't worry, I can do multitask.
All right, so it was an 18 on the Trove and a 15 on an event. I'm just gonna save those things for later. Plus 18 Trove Cashew contains Ola and Ruth. Plus 15 compression code spell on the Trove. Cool. Now go from here. Do not tarry. I won't see you at dawn, but I wish you best of luck.
Do you have any cool recommendations for places we should see while we're in the corrupted zone?
I recommend you avoid everything and everyone.
Are the girls wearing adventure cloaks? Like they're going out on an adventure, so they're wearing kind of overcloaks or something?
Yeah, they are.
What's it look like?
You tell me.
I'm picturing kind of Frozen style, like classy, heavy cloaks, but beautiful floral designs, like runic designs on them, and they're different colors. But same woven pattern.
Great. Noted. That's what's inside Cashew's peripatetic now. It was a little, a slightly larger file because of those cloaks, but worth it.
Yeah, I creepily asked, okay, so the file will be smaller if you took off all your clothes.
We'll get out either way. So you do you.
Yeah. I know we're gonna get out, so it doesn't really matter what you do, because whatever you do end up doing will be the right thing to do for that to happen. Because I've already been to the future.
We're gonna build all of your identities off of your most prominent actions from now on. So now Jonathan's identity just says fatalist and perv. Pervy fatalism will be one of your. Go. That's Freezer Queen, not me. I'm very patient, but Freezer Queen's not. Leave.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
I think that.
Can we go through this door? The back door?
Is
or
that
the front door?
Is Curse still paralyzed or passed out?
No, Curse is not paralyzed anymore.
Good. Yeah, let's get out of. Let's walk away, but not in too big of a hurry.
Curse. On that note, we've discussed in past adventures that it was sometimes unclear, whether you were role playing intern curse or sexy selfie succubus who's like controlling intern curse.
Oh, okay.
So I want you to imagine that there's been like sort of like, you know, competing sentiences to your character, and that what you feel like now upon waking up is like a different presence in your head that you're unfamiliar with.
Like that's not sexy selfie succubus?
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Okay.
In fact,
Okay.
since you're asking that question, you can't sense sexy selfie succubus.
Well,
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Severed.
That's scary. I'm feeling like a bit of an identity crisis and kind of lost.
The sentience that you feel is somewhat familiar, though.
Okay. So I don't feel totally lost.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't know. I can't tell you how lost you feel,
How I
but like,
feel.
probably pretty lost.
Okay, guys, I feel pretty lost.
What's wrong?
I'm not like sensing sexy selfie succubus, and I feel kind of like someone else right now, but I'm not sure who. And then without sexy selfies, strong guidance, I don't really know who I am.
Fatalist Johnny, you might remember, like, this might disrupt your sense of everything's going to be okay, because since sexy selfie succubus was used in your future adventure, sexy selfie succubus not being around will stop that future from coming true.
So I have a feeling of dread that my future is not going to come to pass.
Probably.
Can someone do like a brand, like an analysis on Curse to see like what is off about her code or something?
Yeah, that's
I can do a brand check.
Would it be
Yeah.
a brand though?
Maybe.
I
Well,
think-
let's try a bunch of things.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say try a bunch of things.
I can search for succubus IP
Yeah.
Sexy selfie succubus was did become attached to Curse's brand when when you guys did the whole sentient brand thing, and also before that on that island. Okay, so with stand 16, we'll start with that.
Right.
That's
You
pretty
can
good.
tell.
Thanks.
You can at least tell that that Curse's brand has changed, though you can sense it. You can still sense it's a viral brand.
That's good.
So if sexy selfie succubus was gone, you think it
Something
wouldn't.
else is there.
Well, no, but I mean, like sexy selfie succubus is what made your brand viral.
Okay.
Sexy selfie succubus is not there, but it's viral. Cashew, you did an IP check. I'm just trying to like think about what that would do for this. What are you doing an IP check on?
the world.
Wow, the 23,
Like,
you learn
Map.
everything. Your brain is filled with knowledge and you go insane.
It's an IP search. Like she's searching
Yeah.
for the sexy selfie succubus. IP.
Like I'm on Google Maps or something, and I've got like a trail to follow.
Oh. Okay, that's sort of
Like, can I get a like a
Geyser.
downstick for the IP?
Find my friend.
you got a 19, so why
You should
not
get a 20.
let there
You
be
got
some-
23.
23, yeah, sorry. Why not let there be some kind of success? Yeah, you can. I don't know about it being like a dowsing rod, but you can sense that sexy selfie succubus is like not that far away. Sexy selfie succubus is somewhere like within like,
That's good. That's
a 400-foot
reassuring.
range or something.
I keep writing S in my notes.
I got around that by always spelling her out of $3 signs. Is that
that's
better? I don't know.
Good. I'll do that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Curse, you could probably like scan your like since you are specializing in Vire, you could probably like Vire scan yourself and find out some information.
All right. Let's see. I'm just checking the Vire spells. I don't know. Would that be a viral database spell or?
You can make up your own spell. Like you can just make it up.
You can make it, yeah. Or
Okay.
yeah, I guess there's nothing. I guess there's not like an identify Vire, but you could make an identify Vire.
Okay.
Viral analysis.
Viral, or like attract to Vire. Try to like attract
Lure her in.
Try to lure her to me.
Why don't you guys think about that while you also pee in?
The next lot of Max jackpot
You
is.
go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Whoa. Can I make a fire cup? Oh, you make a cup,
Oh,
Sam.
yeah. Oh,
19.
Really, really big. It's like
What's
one
it?
of those like novelty size like coffee cups. That's like
Wow.
like more for a store display than it is for drinking out of. But your
Oh,
uncle somehow
I
got
beat
you
it.
one for Christmas.
I
Oh.
still managed
Oh, I
to be
thought
outside
you
the
had to
rim.
get less.
You gotta get less to get to not.
Uh,
You gotta get less to believe in it. Oh yeah, so I didn't believe in it.
It's too big.
I believed in it.
does it have any designs on it?
Yeah, it's a really elaborate floral pattern.
Like high quality floral pattern or low quality floral pattern?
High quality. It's pretty
Okay.
good.
I want it. Are there like wildflowers or are they like the standard like rose and daisy and stuff?
It looks like medieval illustration. So it's like a
Oh
lot
my
of vines.
god. That sounds so nice.
Yeah, I got a 19.
You got it where?
Like a it's like a William Morris cup.
Yeah.
You gotta keep this cup.
Dude.
This cup is too nice to just use once.
Arts and crafts.
Yeah, like a medieval floral cup. Wow.
But also novelty size.
Yeah.
Get all the bases covered. That's why you didn't believe in it, Jonathan. It's too much.
Now full of pits. Maybe Internegate HD XYZ Jerk Off Adventure would like to hold our P cup for.
Can you do something with this? I don't care what you do with it. It's just, I don't need it here.
Curse, you kind of look like Marilyn Monroe right now.
Oh, like me, myself, or intern Curse.
Just yourself in the picture right now. Like you kind of have like a
Wait, where's
like-
the picture where I look like Marilyn Monroe?
no. Like I'm looking at you right now in your video, and you look a little bit like Marilyn Monroe.
Oh wow, I've never got that before. Thank you.
do you know what I
That's
mean?
very
Like
nice.
the crinkle hair thing, and like it's looking
Yeah.
down on you, so your cheekbones look really like
Aw.
like old school,
Aw.
and you're wearing the red lipstick.
Yeah, my like bangs are growing out and curling, I guess.
And you
Yeah,
have that.
I
There's
think-
like an air vent underneath you, and your dress keeps getting pushed out. It's exactly spitting image.
I don't know if
And
it's
I'm
true.
wearing lots of diamonds. They're my best friend.
I think it hurts when you stand on top of an air vent and like it blows on you. I think so, and it might
It's
give
like
you like
two It gives you a yeast infection.
I was gonna say yeast infection. Oh my god, yeast infection was on my brain. Wow.
All these girls keep getting yeast infections because they're like standing over like
Posing?
air vents trying to
But they get it,
like
like-
do like retro shots.
Yeah, but they get it like 3 months later, so they never know. They get it 3 months after Halloween, which is like close to like the holiday time.
I do in fact have a yeast infection right now. Another way I'm like Marilyn Monroe.
Whoa! That's beautiful.
Method acting.
Her iconic yeast infection.
List of Marilyn Monroe's top 10 most iconic yeast infections.
I wonder if like the future of like gamer girl pee could be like a little vial of a little bit of yeast infection from your like top e-girl that you love.
I have a collection of e-girl, your
Cultures, yeah.
e-girl cultures.
It's actually kind of a good idea.
No, it's not.
Are you sure? I'm like kind of excited by it.
E-girl sourdough starter is not a good idea.
E-girl sourdough starter. Yeah, yeast-infected urine is used as a sourdough starter.
We got intern naked HD XYZ jerk off adventure to hold our pee cup, to carry our pee chalice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're all making friends.
Yeah, we've our only fan that we have to interact with now is a spam bot, but we're making good use of them.
We know our audience.
Yeah. We know what they like. So I'm gonna roll a spell to like attract Vire, and I guess it's like I think mine was like +5. I guess we don't have that. Okay.
You're muted.
That's why Ian's not talking.
Tell me everything about the spell before I say what happens.
Okay, the spell is gonna give me kind of like the equivalent of like Marilyn Monroe's like dress blowing up in like an inviting way, and as my like dress blows up, there's like a kind of like pheromone yeast scent that like attracts fires.
It just attracts Vire in general.
Yeah, but like
Oh.
specifically ones
I
that
like the idea of it being
part
chaotic.
of me. Okay. It's maybe it shouldn't be too powerful. It just attracts fires in general. How does my distributory bonus work if I save the spell?
I
I rolled 18, so it would be 18, right? Is that how it works?
your distributory
Okay.
bonus would be the +5. You don't have a second class, right? You're all Vire.
I'm all Vire.
Yeah, so you already added the distributory bonus. That's what the
Okay.
+5 is.
Okay. So what if I save the spell? What would because summon sexy selfie succubus is like 18 Vire bonus?
Yeah, well, we've sort of like we changed it since you made that spell. So
Okay.
like what you want to do right now, if you want to save that spell, is roll a d6.
I see. Okay.
And if you have sexy selfie succubus at an 18, just save her as a +5.
So selfie sexy succubus is +5 Vire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have any
But
spells,
that's what all my Vire spells are, right? So
No,
she's
it's like
just
when
staying-
you roll her, you're gonna add a d20 to that. I'll explain it when it comes up, but essentially, like, yeah, if you're there's like I wrote out different rules for like casting spontaneously versus like saving a spell. So when you save a spell, you basically get an extra bonus.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to save Attract Fire because I have no saved spells except Sexy Selfie.
So when you make a when you roll a save spell, you use your distributary bonus plus the bonus of that spell that you rolled with a d6.
Okay, so it would be 7.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
And then so then like whenever you use that, it's just a +7 added to a d20. Anyways,
all right.
I love always pretending that the rules are like really super objective, despite the fact that I change them between every single adventure
and as we go along within
and then sometimes just in complete response to whatever it is you're doing. Okay, so you're just attracting fire. That seems like, as usual, Curse, the most chaotic thing you could possibly do, considering you guys are in you're like in a quarantine place for infected.
What can I say? I'm a risk taker and a chaotic genius.
And the fact that like Freezer Queen just told you all to lie low, and then you just walk out and you're just like sending yeast infection pollen out into the air specifically to attract fire.
I guess I should be telling my skirt to lie low instead of flying around, whipping around pheromones.
Anyone who wants to roll a perception check to see what happens.
I can do that.
Jonathan got an 11.
Oh, we should all roll it.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
Cashew just closes her eyes and says, "No, no, no," which is pretty appropriate. I think Cashew's actually being the most reasonable. Stan is also obviously just like, "Why are we doing this?" But intern Johnny seems to think it's like wants to check out what's happening.
I'm still pretty confident that the future will happen regardless.
Curse, you see like. You start to see like figures start to emerge in the distance. You guys are still standing right outside the palace. Is that what you want to do, by the way?
I think we should get out of here. Let's go, guys. And then I start moving south.
Hey, guys, there might be a lot of viruses coming our way. I made kind of like a bold move just now, in case you didn't notice.
I noticed.
Johnny, did you? Oh, go ahead.
If everyone wants to like start. So Jonathan, you move there. I'll like reveal areas as you move. I will respond to Curses and Jonathan's perception checks. Curse, you see in the distance some characters start to emerge. Sam's staying at the palace though. He likes it there.
It's probably smart to stay away from all the viruses I'm attracting.
Yeah, but I also, like Scooby-Doo, don't want to be left alone. We'll also fall for that trick. Are you sure you wouldn't rather go for some, the group?
Scooby Snacks?
Yeah.
So wait, what do we get out of getting all these viruses to look at us cursed? Like, what do we get? What do we want out of this?
I'm just trying to get my sexy selfie succubus back.
It's
okay. But couldn't she still be inside of you?
She's
I got an IP reading that she's pretty close. So what if she's just right inside of you?
Oh shit.
No. You already know that she's not inside of you.
Yeah.
Stan's check figured that out.
Yeah.
Okay, but she's close.
Yeah.
Do you want to
What
like
if-
hold up your phone or something and be like, "Who wants to take a selfie?"
I just want to point out the. I don't want to be the Deborah Downer, but like you're trying to stay like. Every character you've met is a Vire, and you guys are trying to hide until sunrise, and you've just set off a homing beacon for every single Vire.
Oh,
It's like
shit.
it's wild. Meaning that like Windjammer, as long as the spell is a fact, the Windjammer like it knows exactly where you are
Shit.
and is attracted to you.
I'm going. How about I take this?
But is Windjammer a virus?
That
Yeah. Let's split up. Some of us go with Curse, and then some of us go with the sisters, the daughters.
The sisters are
Yeah.
with Cat. Cat. What were you saying?
I was suggesting, what if I turn Curse also into a separate IP? What if I can press Curse into a separate IP and throw her really far away? I don't think I can do it,
No, it's
but
probably
I can passive aggressively try.
it's really difficult to like turn people into IP against their will.
It's not
Uh,
passive aggressive. That's regular aggressive.
You can-
It's not impossible. You could try.
You can do it. I consent. I made a fuck up, so
A little like few bucks.
You're like, I deserve this.
I deserve it. Yeah.
Now you're just like sadly like having your skirt be lifted up. You know, get down.
I'm gonna run ahead with Shmi
Let's
because
do
I'm
this.
the vulnerable.
Okay, so you didn't encrypt Curse as IP.
Or well, I got a 7, so I don't think it would have done much. Like maybe this skirt got a little tighter.
So we've got the girls, and we just have to wait out till sunrise. So maybe Curse is actually a distraction, and we just have to be like away from her, and she'll
Cassie,
help us catch.
you
time.
just managed to encrypt Curse's coverall.
Does that mean I'm naked?
Well, you have whatever the underwear you rolled.
Okay.
Your shabby pantaloons.
Now I'm gonna be like giving off way more pheromones.
You guys who went over there, you are headed towards like the place that we were before that we don't want to.
Oh,
Oh really?
You're just like, gonna run into Kletar.
I'll go this way.
You're
right,
standing
everyone-
next to the beacon, so there's really no good way to be. I
No.
think.
I'm hiding under this mud pool here.
Let's maybe slow things down a tiny bit.
No, I like to imagine that all our characters are just running around.
Yeah,
I certainly
yeah.
feel like I'm screaming. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to get things to react to your environment. So for group up here, the group closer to the Freezer Queen, you are approached by a man. What does he look like? Where is
Wow, very
a man with one of those faces where they kind of look like a little boy but might be 50. Neat two-piece red suit and gold chain. This is the guy who has set up a little barbecue stand at Cashew and Colossal's wall ball game. He was just kind of like charming to you all. You didn't like learn very much about him. His name is Archie. He exudes actually, yeah, never mind. I won't. Well, you get a sense of where's Archie? Sorry. He seems like sophisticated and mature. And he just walks in like, you know, every single one of us in this whole place is now overwhelmingly alerted to your presence.
Oops.
Sam and I are far away on the other side of this mud
Yeah.
puddle.
We're actually just looking for one of our friends. Her name is Selfie Sexy Succubus.
You got the names a little twisted. That's okay.
I'm sorry, I've never had to say it out loud before. Anyway, do you know where you've seen her?
I don't know who that is, and I know everyone around here really well. All I know is whatever you're doing right now, you should stop if you don't want to run into some more unsavory characters than me.
I just want to run into one unsavory character, and that's sexy selfie succubus.
Hey, I'll help you find your friend. Just stop with the crazy smells.
All right, I'm gonna stop the spell. I guess that would be sorry.
No, you can just stop it whenever you want. You
Okay, I'll just stop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't like it doesn't have like a set duration like.
Okay.
Spells
Okay.
now.
So I stopped it. So you better help me find my beautiful, sexy selfie succubus.
Hey, I'm here to help my friends, and I'd like to consider you guys my friends.
That's really sweet.
So, what does this sexy selfie succubus look like?
Really sexy.
Okay, it's not that
like kind of like a sexy demon succubus type, but like kind of like me if I were a sexy demon.
I mean,
which I am.
It's not that that new lady that you've had hanging out with the mayor, is it? The mayor, Colossal. Some of you might remember that Colossal was referred to himself as the mayor.
No, she's not That's a Classa you're thinking of.
Oh, so there's multiple new characters that aren't you and your group just hanging out. It's like we don't get visitors much, so this is a bit of a stretch. But let's get further away from the Freezer Queen's palace. That's not a fun place to hang out, and we're gonna go look for your Classa friend. I mean, sorry, your sexy selfie succubus friend. Classa's the other one.
Yeah, she's a sexy, like kind of like ogre female version of Colossal. In case you were confused, but it's kind of impossible for me to summon things that aren't a bit sexy. So I understand where the confusion would lie.
I can tell that about you based off your choice of underwear. In the meantime, Cashew and Stan, a man pokes his head around the side of Kletar and like urges you to follow him. It's like, come over here. And he goes and he runs just reveal areas. And he like runs over this way. He beckons you to come around the side of the building.
What kind of man does he look like?
You've met him before. He's the guy he was like this nice guy you met when you first arrived in 16A. You kept calling him Noam Chomsky. He's a small old man in a dusty tweed suit. His hands in his pockets, clean shaven and balding.
What do you think, Stan? Do you think this guy is trustworthy?
I think he's pretty legit.
Okay. I do have a +6 athletics, so I could probably beat him up because he's pretty small if he tries something shifty.
Yeah. I think violence is an acceptable way to... It's a good fallback.
Alrighty, okay, let's go hide with this man.
What's that noise?
Jonathan doing something
Oh,
with his scroll button?
There's a scrolly sound. That's gone.
Does someone have a really loud scroll?
I hear it now.
It is Jonathan
it?
with the scroll
I
button.
think
I'm picturing like a sailboat steering wheel as a scroll thing. It's like... Wow. I'm scrolling like crazy right now, but it is oh so silent. My extremely basic, crappy Dell mouse. This guy whose name is Mr. S. Just says, "Your friends are in grave danger with what they're doing right now. Like we have to hide."
all right, Gnome Chomsky. That was your name,
No,
right?
you're
not there.
Oh, sorry.
You're up with Archie.
And you know what I say? All right. Well, they have their own problems to deal with. We have ours.
Yeah, their thing does look wicked dangerous. Let's do something else.
We've got to get out of here.
Do you have a way to get out?
No, but if we do, we can let them know later and set a good example by getting out first.
Mm-hmm.
This is very woo of me.
It's very what?
That's like my brand idea or something. Woo.
Why is this a woo?
I'm just saying it's not consistent.
Oh, it's not a woo.
Yeah.
I hate it when Uwu Wolf leaves and tricks me.
Yeah.
That's the furry archetype that I hate most. But yeah, let's get out of here. I agree.
The Windjammer is going to find your friends, you know. Oh, it seems like they've stopped doing whatever that thing was they're doing. I can't sense them anymore.
That's good, but that doesn't mean they won't start again. I think we should stay on the safe side of this one.
Where should we hide?
Well, we'll go back to you nerds up there in a second. I just want to see what Cashew and Stan decide to do.
How do we get out of here?
Well, you think if I knew a way out, do you think I'd still be here? I mean, this place is horrible.
That's a really good point.
It's one of the worst places that, I've ever been. It's like, if I could get out, I would. I'd go back to being a brand, a tough guy mountain. It'd be nice,
So where should we hide?
I think we should, I think we should stay here behind Kletar because no one likes to come near Kletar. No offense, big guy. And until we kind of read the situation and see if the Windjammer catches your friends. If you don't care about the Windjammer catching your friends.
I don't. Let's also make a. I'm gonna make a holographic, like when Sam and Frodo like pull the cloak over and turn into a rock, kind of like that. But what's the ground? Well, if I wanted to disguise myself as like a shrub equivalent sized thing, what would I be disguising myself as?
Yeah, the ground's kind of gray. Everything in here is like very gray and bleak, except for like the mercury shooting through the sky.
Are there like rocks? Buildings.
There's those strange goopy puddles.
Telephone booth.
There's a giant department store in front of you.
Okay, we can look like a bunch of shopping carts.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
This is a brand mutation.
Hologram.
Oh, I forgot that you dual wield.
That's right.
I forgot that you have a secondary distributary.
What rank are we, by the way?
5.
Right. Thank you.
At level 3, you got your secondary distributary, and at 5, there's special new abilities. Yes, you'd be a 3 brand mutation to holography. Yeah, 15 is good enough to look like. You want to look like a pile of shopping carts?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you look like a pile of shopping carts, and you're sitting there with this dusty old man. He like, it's nice in here. Shopping carts. Huh. You guys are really spicing up the place. Let's go back to, if you guys are content to hide in these shopping carts for a while, let's go back to the up north group.
We're just gonna chill.
So this is Johnny, Curse, and Shmee. You see the much larger figure of Colossal emerge in the distance.
Oh no.
And just starts yelling out, "Where's Colossa? Where is my bride?"
Can we disguise as something that would be the opposite of interesting, like the anthropomorphic football field would find very uninteresting?
I mean, like, you're already in his view is the only thing.
Oh, he can see us.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, yeah, he was smelling the yeast.
Who can not help but smell it?
Did she leave? Where? I don't know where she went.
She ran away. She was supposed to stay with me forever.
Uh-oh.
Maybe she's just getting like a pedicure or something.
You know, the only reason that I didn't eat you and your friends is because you gave me her, and now she's gone. So I think we'll go back to the first version of the deal where I eat you.
Curse, could you like speak spiritually to Colossa and ask her where she is?
Sure. I guess I could just like call. Could I just summon her again? Or is she still around?
She's like, in theory, she's manifested. Why don't you try and see what happens?
Okay. I don't actually have her saved in my procedure, but maybe I can save her this time.
As you're trying to figure this out, Curse, you just hear a voice inside your head saying, like, you don't need to do that, sweetie. I'm right here.
Oh, she's inside me.
Yeah.
No. Hey, Colossa, I'm gonna need a little help from you. If you don't leave me and go back to Colossal, he's gonna eat our friends.
Well, if I go back to Colossal, I'll be stuck here forever. So I'd rather that I escape with you.
What if I just summon another Colossa? And let this one stay here with me. Like a Colossa look-alike. Who's like her
Yeah,
twin.
you can do that.
Okay. All right, Colossa. I guess there's going to be another one of you.
What about a hologram?
Oh, that might be better. I don't know how to do that, but someone else can do that. Do a Colossa hologram.
I could do a Colossa hologram. Can you remind me what she looks like so I can get her details right?
Yeah, like a kind of like sexy girl version of Colossal.
Okay. Is she wearing like a cute outfit, or is it the same outfit as?
Maybe we'll give her like one of those like kind of like rockabilly dresses.
Ew.
With like a little bow on the bust line and like polka dots.
Okay, here we go. 8. That's good enough for something that's already been made before.
Yeah. It's like a knockoff Colossa.
This
We're not reinventing the wheel.
this like glitchy image of Klossa appears for a second, and Colossal just yells out, "Don't try to trick me again!" And he like swats through the air, like his hands running through the holographic Klossa.
Maybe I'll have to do another virus version for.
I think maybe we should just try running.
Colossal reaches out, I guess, towards intern Johnny, who's closest to him. Johnny, make an athletics check.
Sorry, I just want to make sure I get my. Great.
You got a 7.
Average.
Oops. One second, I just want to see. He's now gripping you in his big hand and lifting you off the ground and opening his mouth, and you can see his teeth.
This doesn't seem like this will lead to the future that we escaped in, but I'm still willing to bet I get out of this somehow. Guys, any ideas?
Yeah, you can. All the three of you can each take an action. One second, I'm gonna go grab a beer and pee.
Ian, you didn't hear me.
I can hear you, Maya.
Can you turn the kettle on? Thank you. Okay, I want to make a self-emulation cup. Oh, we're not peeing, right? Okay, never mind. I'm not making cup.
No, he's peeing. He said he was peeing.
Self-population cup?
Like the cup starts setting itself on fire as more pee starts going inside of it.
Immolation.
Immolation,
wow.
Yeah. So like we are like, so it looks like a regular like cheap cup, and as we start peeing it, it starts lighting on fire more.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for it. Okay, who believes in this cup? It's just a normal cup, everybody.
Can we use it as a weapon afterwards?
I think we should. Okay, wait. So
I don't believe in it.
If you don't believe in it, does that mean you pee in it?
No, I can't. Don't see the cup.
Okay, so Cashew's just peed in it, so it's
believe in it. Critically believe. I think I believe in it so hard that it actually spontaneously combusts.
Yes.
A lot of blowback, unfortunately.
You fly back.
Oh, my poor like average underwear gets singed.
I've heard of getting pissed off, but this is ridiculous.
Curse, did you roll? Oh yeah, Curse roll. So only Cashew has believed in it to self-emulate it.
And me, I got a 7.
Oh wait, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Stan is participating in this pee cup.
That's right.
Okay, can I participate in my own pee cup, or is that not allowed?
You also have to.
Just depends on how guileless you are.
I hope you doubt yourself.
Let's see.
Or trick yourself easily.
No, I knew what it was, and I was afraid. I kept being like, "Oh, it's gonna hit me with the fire." I knew. Yeah, can we make this into like a regular like weapon? I feel like it'd be good. Yeah, he's eating.
Kat, do you want to make the tea? I just boiled.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll make the tea.
Well, when did you boil it? I didn't see you boil anything.
But everybody look at the picture of Goldberry I posted in Messenger.
Okay. Let's see.
Aww.
Oh, she's so fresh. Look at that face.
I was gonna immediately spice some things up with a plot twist, but I'll wait till Kat's back.
She can hear you.
Kat, before we get into the actions of the northern interns, the southern shopping cart interns hear someone approaching their shopping cart hideout.
It's probably just somebody looking for a shopping cart. That's actually more stressful, maybe.
Someone's entering your shopping cart hideout.
Rattle, rattle. Where's the shopping cart?
Occupied.
Shopping.
Suddenly, sexy selfie succubus appears. Actually, no. Sorry. Klossa appears, who you don't know very well.
Oh,
and she says like, "Oh, thank God, it's you guys!" like
Klossa appeared.
Yeah.
Not where you are,
So
though.
a big hot ogre woman. Yeah, not where you are, Curse. This is down in the shopping cart. It's like
Suspicious.
you guys gotta help me. I'm in serious trouble. Klossa switched bodies with me, and she's trying to trap me here forever. Like I don't want to be like I don't think like. And this colossal guy is the worst, and he's trying to marry me, and he doesn't know that I'm not Klossa. It's all just I'm not having a very good day.
Wait, who are you? You're not Klossa?
Guys, it's me, sexy selfie succubus, your guys' best friend.
oh, right.
Oh,
Okay.
How nefarious.
Klossa switched bodies with me. You guys have to believe me.
I believe you. I'll take that at face value.
You guys should ask her for something that only selfie sexy succubus.
Yeah.
All right.
how many in the future timeline that we all know has happened? How many breasts did the creature that you rode lead? How many breasts did they have? Huh. Okay, that could have been a lucky guess, Stan. You need to come up with something else.
I also wouldn't have gotten that question right, so I'm kind of lost. I don't know if I should be coming up with riddles. Who
Okay.
is Shmi's best friend? There we
Lady
go.
Green Vapors.
All right. I don't think Klossa would know that.
What has to be broken before you can use it?
Are any of you good at riddles?
I'm tall when I'm young and I'm short when I'm old. What am I?
I'm impressed that you're just railing off things that sound like riddles to me, even if you don't know the answers. Whenever I'm reading like a fantasy book and there's like a riddle portion to it, like I'm always like, "Oh, come on, Ian, you can get it." Like I'm just like, and I'm not good at it.
Yeah, I'm worried I'm going to come to that situation in real life someday. Be prepared.
Riddle portions of adventure stories are like really good because that's exactly what the reader does.
What goes up but never
and then you're
comes down.
What's that?
The market.
My skirt. The answer is your age,
That's so true.
but also Marilyn Monroe's skirt.
I don't even get I would get really easy riddles, I guess, but sometimes there's like badly written, really easy riddles by like low tier YA authors, and I will not even like guess their plot changing.
Not
riddles.
even like a quart of.
That's
Thorns
exactly
and
what
Roses?
that's exactly what I was thinking about. The first Court of Thorns and Roses like climax ends in like a riddle, and the answer to it is love. I don't get it.
You didn't get it?
No.
What was
funny.
What was
Wow.
the question?
I don't remember. It was like a long riddle. It was like, what is this but not this?
Like
I am
what
this, but not
requires an
this.
extremely elaborate scheme in order to come to fruition?
Yeah, love.
What feeling requires you to be tricked into it through elaborate scheming?
For those of you who have not read Of Corn and Thorns and Roses, it's basically Beauty and the Beast.
No,
with
it's
fairies.
not.
So
The
much
first book
fun.
is. Anyways, let's keep going.
I'm
You guys are in the
intrigued
shopping
by
cart.
this.
You just said that.
I'm intrigued by this genre called new adult.
Yeah, exactly. Ian, can you pitch it better, please? Because
Is it
like
spelled N-U?
I'm insulted that you pitched it.
No,
like
it's
that.
like NEW space adult.
Is Court of Thorn and Roses new adult?
Yeah, it's a
just-
developing genre of fiction
It
with
basically
protagonists
means
in the 18 to 30
YA
age
with
bracket.
more sex.
Ian, pitch it better.
Like YA novels where there's too much sex for it to be a YA novel.
Does the Beast do cocaine? I won't read
No.
it if the Beast doesn't do cocaine.
It's also
but
more progressive. It's
But
more
they
progressive.
describe his length, like his length and girth.
And there's therapy in it and like modern things. Ian,
YA novel.
pitch it better.
No.
Oh my god. Okay, basically it's a sexy fairy story and it develops over a couple different books. It's very interesting and it's fun. It is more spicy than a YA novel. It's more sexy, but also it's a new YA novel because like when you read a fantasy novel, you're often like stuck with these like old tropes of like, oh yeah, I guess none of these people who are like war torn would never like go to therapy or there would never be like an art gallery. But this has those kind of things.
Is there
and
an
you're
art
like, huh,
gallery in it?
there's art galleries.
Oh.
Yeah.
is
Does the
So
Beast do art therapy?
I can't say anything. It doesn't have to do with Beauty and the Beast. There's a Beauty and the Beast theme to the first book. Ian misrepresented it. I like all of the books, so I'm just pitching it like this.
I said A Court of Thorn and Roses. That is the book.
But that's the series title. That's the title of the whole series, Ian.
She is right according to Wikipedia.
Anyways,
I'm on A Court of Mist and
read it.
Fury, and there are art galleries in it, and trauma, investigated trauma.
I'm looking up
Are
some
they-
of the reviews for it right now.
Don't give it away any spoilers.
Okay. That was both horrible and incredible at the same time. And my thoughts are a whirlwind.
The writing is pretty bad. The world building's like pretty good. I don't know. I'm starting to find it comforting.
Whoever said this was a Beauty and the Beast retelling is clearly not okay. This is far from a retelling because it takes all the important themes out and leaves just the bare plot line.
So they're saying like it's not good enough to be
Yeah.
Beauty and the
I
Beast.
think so. Yeah.
Okay, Maya's gonna kill herself if we keep.
Yeah, I'm
going,
like really
so-
mad. I'm like stewing. I don't want to take up too much airtime, but I am pissed. And Ian will be hearing about this later.
The Beast Tamlin is not ugly or even a beast at all. He just has a mask stuck to his face forever as part of a curse.
He has a tragic
But he-
story.
He also transforms into a beast, like he's like a shapeshifter. So
Exactly.
Maya, I'll make this up to you by like next adventure. We will like incorporate some Court of Thorn and Roses themes somehow.
Okay.
I vaguely promise this to you now.
I'm never gonna
anyways.
forget. I'm reading on my phone right now.
We can go back to either group right now, the group that's about to get eaten by Colossal, or the group that's talking to Colossa / sexy selfie succubus.
We
Depending
should-
on if anyone has any actions they want to do. Sorry, what's that?
we should head to where Colossa is, right? That should be Kat and I.
We're classes with us, right?
No,
Yeah, but the
Klossa.
other
This is sexy selfie succubus talk. Klossa is inside Curse, like I normally am. She did some sort of swap.
Okay.
Can you just leave with us?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to leave? I have to get back to my proper place as being inside Curse's brain.
Oh.
Okay. Well, let's get you over to Curse. And then what do we have to do? Just like you climb in her ear?
I don't know. Get Klossa to like undo whatever stream she did. Or get Curse to figure it out. She's the Vire intern.
Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing.
I
I'm the
feel. What
master.
about, can you like make sexy selfie succubus? This feels like you're asking us to be extremely vulnerable, but how can like I make sure that you like these actions that like you will be held accountable if, for example, us, dear intern Stan and I, happen to fall into a tragic early demise because of us trying to help you.
Or what if you experience
There's no therapy under the mountain.
Guys, I've been with you since the first day of your unpaid internship. Do you think I'd really let you down?
Oh.
This like large ogre lady says to you.
I
Yeah.
thought you'd do anything for the gram, for the map, the post.
I would. In a sense. So let's get back to Curse. Where is she?
Curse. North.
Guess
North.
so.
Yes, like
Um,
northwest.
Mistress is like, no, we should hide. We don't like it's not safe out there.
I do like hiding.
Definitely two NPCs to control.
I wonder which one is stronger, is more convincing. I do like hiding.
Sometimes you have to be really brave, and you have to be true to yourself. And I'd like to kind of brand influence him so that he feels pressure from, his outward appearance to be brave.
Is he going to join us?
Yeah, we can use another body. No. His brand is the least brave it could be. It is.
What did you just try to do?
I tried to make his brand be more brave, so he'll feel kind of pressured to live up to his own sort of like outward appearances.
Oh, so he's just become more cowardly then?
I guess so.
You roll a 1. You roll a natural 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay here. You should stay here with me. We're safe here. Out there is not safe right now.
That's actually pretty convincing.
He's made you more scared now.
Yeah. It's kind of contagious. So
You
if he's
could-
like,
You changed his brand to cowardly by accident, and now it's like emanating and making you feel more cowardly.
sexy selfie succubus, can you come up with a solution? How can you?
Let's just go. Come on. We're wasting time. The longer I spend away from my little Kirsty, the more alienated I feel from her.
Aw.
Okay, let's go.
Fine.
Okay, can I do something now?
Yeah, let's go up to. So, our just to confirm with the southern interns, you're all gonna head north.
Correct.
Yeah. Not
Okay.
like so far. Like a little far north. A little more north.
Mr. S is like, oh dear, and reluctantly decides to follow you. And okay, we'll get back to you. So let's go. But yeah, let's go. In the meantime, Jonathan in the grips of Colossal, staring at his large white chompers opening up, seeing his tongue move around. His big. His tongue's big. It's probably like that big.
Wow, beautiful.
It's just getting ready to wrap itself around you.
I
Can
want
Go
to
ahead.
use I want to use compression on myself. Oh, 20.
Oh,
Wow.
I get really
yeah.
small.
What? Yeah. How small?
Um, like thumb size.
Cute. You fall out of his hand onto the ground, and you look up at this at absolute mount. You're looking up at the. I guess he would now be the size of an actual sports stadium. So just picture you're like outside the Sky Dome, like looking up at it.
Okay. You think can he see me still?
Um, if he can, he's at least confused for the moment.
I start running back to my friends.
Okay, it's the long trip with those stubby little legs. I'm gonna shrink you down. I'm gonna shrink your icon down to.
Can I try making an escalator that goes a horizontal
They won't
escalator?
let me make you smaller. Remember your escalator spell is to turn things into escalators. You can't. You keep trying to spawn escalators out of nothing, and I always have to. It breaks my heart to tell you no, but you keep making. You're doing this to me. You're doing this to yourself.
Aren't there any sticks around me? Scan for escalator materials. Or is this a barren?
I mean, you're really small now. Maybe you see some like blades of grass that are around your height.
No, I'll just keep running.
Curse and Shmi, any actions from you? You basically just let intern Johnny shrink and disappear.
Are we in the same location though?
Yeah, the three of you are together.
Okay.
Actually, Curse and Shmi, can you make a perception check just to see if you're aware, like to tell if like you can tell if Jonathan disappeared or whether you can see little thumb Johnny. Curse, you can see him. Shmi, you can't. So Shmi, you maybe think he disappeared. Curse, you see little thumb Johnny in the grass, in the gray sparse grass.
Shmi, Johnny just disappeared, and he's coughing.
I can hear the cough, so I know he's okay.
I don't think he's okay.
Can I summon a hologram that looks like a football, but it's transparent, and inside of the football it looks like there's beer sloshing around, so when you throw the football you can see the beer like rotating really beautifully and foaming up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it. So you just
okay. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay,
yeah,
so it looks like it's glass, but it's not breakable because it's a football. And I say, "Hey, Colossal, catch!" And I throw it to him like a beautiful, like standard throw, and then he catches it. And then
I'll say what he does, but you.
Okay.
Are you gonna wait for him to catch it?
Well, I have a plan for once he catches it. Could I say the plan and then you say what happens, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, say your plan.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw it to him, and then I'm gonna be like, "Hey, pass it back." And then I'm going to be like, is there a reason why you're so attached to the idea of having a wife? Like, were there things that have happened in your life that have been difficult and you feel like you need this companionship? I just want to know why maybe
a wife who isn't real.
Why you're so attached to Colossa. I understand like she was your girlfriend, you're really into her, but like is there like a deeper reason? And then I just like we throw the football back and forth like in really like strong, powerful ways.
He catches the football. He looks over at Curtis and says, "What do you mean she wasn't real?"
Nothing.
I never said she wasn't real. Like Shmi, when she's pitching this, never says she wasn't real. She's just wondering why he was so attached.
Also, make a people skills check, Shmi, at the same time. Like,
oh, hold on.
slash roll. There you go.
Okay.
You know, no one's ever really asked me something like that before. But I mean, what do you think's so complicated about? Would you want to, hang out in this place forever, all by yourself, or just with people like the Windjammer and the Freezer Queen as your peers and rivals?
No, it sounds hard. Is there any way you could like make a community and you could like get to know people better or make this place like more cozy and happy?
This is my community. We're all trapped. What do you think this place is?
Yeah, that does sound really hard.
We get by. I'm the mayor of this place. It's not the worst place, but a couple more citizens would help me, secure my next election.
I don't.
What if you?
Oh, sorry.
What if you were to like make a call, like post to the rest of the citizens of Tough Guy Mountain and be like, tell them about your plight and be like, if you want to send more brands here or you want to come join us in a humanitarian effort and send some more resources and supplies, we could make a promotional video for you,
like, so that you can get a girlfriend.
Yeah, we can make you a dating profile. We can like tell the whole world about your community, and maybe people would just like want to come and like check out the place.
As opposed to Klasa, who doesn't want to be with him anymore and is trying to leave.
Yeah, but we're not saying that.
Oh, yeah. You're trying to be a little...
We're doing therapy right now. We're throwing the sloshy football back and forth.
Tough Guy Mountain abandoned me a long time ago, and I'm not getting any help from them.
No, you're making this help yourself. Like, we're going to make a campaign for you, and you're going to get the information out through the web.
So they're going to just, send more infected brands here? They do that already. Who would come here by choice?
Well, maybe you could put some tourist spots or some artist galleries or something.
Yeah, come check out Kletar. Come dive into those pools of goo. Come get hunted down by the Windjammer.
And now that
freeze to death with the Freezer Queen. I'm working on this campaign. Are you writing this down? You should be writing this down. This is the campaign right here.
I've been filming you this whole time. I'm going to overlay some images of all the people you're talking about.
I think girls are going to go crazy for his sarcastic sense of humor. Like, ooh, he's so cynical and sarcastic, kind of like Batman.
I'm going to post on Mount right now about that film that we just filmed. And say, come on down to, what's this place called?
Brand Zone 16A. Klasa, sexy selfie succubus, like stops you and goes like, "Stop! Colossal's right there." You see Jonathan getting held up in the air, and then he disappears to your eye, and you just see Shmi chatting with Colossal. You're too far away to hear, but that's what you see in the distance.
Well, Jonathan's dead and Shmi has betrayed us. I think that's what we can assume.
Yeah, fair enough.
What do you think, Cassie?
What? Yeah, it's I guess in turn Curse's fate is still undetermined. What do you want to do in turn, or sexy selfie succubus?
We have to get them away from Colossal. He's probably going to eat them.
I can make a hologram of you, Colossus, running that way.
That's a good. Are you good
Great.
at the holograms?
Do it.
And clapping. First, loudly. Loud clapping. Oh no, not again.
Curse just like looks at you and and just says like, "Oh, can you?" Hands on her hips, just like unimpressed. Sexy selfie succubus. Did I say curse? Like, anyways.
Yeah.
You know who I meant.
I do. No, I
Need
can't.
to go pee in a cup for real.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back.
I'm very sleepy.
Is the wind tracker? What's his name? Wind tracker?
Windjammer.
Windjammer. Okay, I think the kettle has been running, so I'm gonna go.
Okay, yes, let's take a quick break.
Yeah. Back in a sec.
I was reading about the Windjammers and how the league was dissolved while they were number 1 in the middle of their season.
Yeah, such a tragedy.
94. Were you aware? Were you conscious at that?
No. I have no memories of the Windjammers.
Even though you would
They're
have
a cool
been
brand.
7. Yeah, they have a really good logo.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when you're 7, like you just like if you're aware of like sports, you're just like, oh yeah, probably every city has a sport. I probably if I knew about the Windjammers, I probably like thought they were an NBA team or like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
thought that the Toronto Maple Leafs were Canada's only hockey team because
I thought
I
the
didn't
Maple
know
Leafs
other
were
provinces
God.
existed.
Yeah. Yes, very offensive to the Montreal Canadiens, Kat. Like all the Toronto Maple Leafs fans, they think they're Canada's team. We literally named ourselves the Canadians, and they still pull this shit with their 7-year-old red-headed Kitchener citizens. Yeah, like, I think I remember hearing about the Windjammers not existing. That's my earliest memory of them. So that we used to have a team.
That's just.
But it's pretty. Their story is pretty common. Like their story, like minor league, professional basketball in Canada. They're just like, it's just like, sounds like it's a history of like low level like con men, like organizing a sports league, like making a very small amount of money and like disappearing.
On Wikipedia, it says they first played with the World Basketball League, which sounds cool.
Which is just North
Yeah,
America.
I love that. I love that name, the World
or just
Basketball
US
League.
and
But
Canada.
then it folded in 1992, and then they joined the newly formed National Basketball League, which then folded in 1994.
I think there's been a couple of national basketball leagues since that one. Like they typically have like a 5-year lifespan at best. And some of them have like really horrific ends, like like they were part of a scam or like there's like lots of like hilarious horror stories about minor league Canadian basketball. I don't know why there's almost no demand for it. Like so I don't know why they keep popping up. But the current Halifax team like at least before COVID, like formed after the like Halifax Rainmen ended in like literally like physical violence and like the owner of the team like suing all the players.
Whoa.
Can we do a wrap up around to aim by my 11 o'clock?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going to. I definitely don't have a wrap up point in sense. You guys are sort of like lost in the chaos right now. So if you want to stop, I think we should just stop now. I don't know. I mean, if yeah.
Maya's saying something, but she's muted.
Maya, you're on mute.
Sorry. Before we go, I posted this mount post to the world of Colossal doing his shtick. I don't know. I didn't get it right properly, but like, can you tell us if the world has reacted, and that so we can relay the information to Colossal?
No, I can't tell you that. When have you ever gotten any information about that?
So it just has to like percolate or something.
You also have no idea whether your mount posts are there's nothing I can tell you about that.
Sorry. Okay.
This Goodreads reviewer reviewing the book Court of Thorn and Roses wrote a rap about it. that I think is going to be like insulting?
Maybe you should, like, with every offensive stanza, you should like say a positive thing that you thought about it personally.
I think probably I just can't read the rap then.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off the streamer now.